Annabelle.
Hey, is this Candy?
Hi, yes it is. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you for having me on.
Of course, thank you so much for joining me. It's an early morning, if you can't tell.
It is.
Yes. And with such a packed schedule, how do you find time to spend with your husband?
Well, that is a great question. I've been married for 16 years, and, I've written a lot about this. In my book, You Say Tomato, I Say Shut Up. I've written about how hard it is when you're working and you have a kid, and we have a carpool, and we have 70-year-old plumbing. But I tried something that worked, and it was this survey from Liquid Plumber, and it said that 49% of women actually feel like they're more in the mood when they've done their household chores. And I thought, is this really possible? And then I realized it's like exercise, like you put things off and you put things off and it starts to weigh on your mind and then you're tense. But if you actually check off your household chores first, then you're relaxed. And then when you're relaxed, you feel more romantic. So it's a really good thing to keep in mind this week with Valentine's Day ahead of us.
Absolutely. So what are you doing to make sure your Valentine's Day is full of romance?
Well, first I will be cleaning my house, thinking lots of romantic thoughts. And actually, the survey also said that a third of women, when they're cleaning, fantasize about their spouse. And I'm like, ooh, that's a really good idea. Why aren't I doing that? I'm going to be cooking up some great ideas. And then for this year's Valentine's Day, I was actually thinking, because we're still on our recession budget, so we don't take vacations, we take naps. I was thinking that a very sexy nap would be much less fattening than chocolate and dinner. So that's what I'm going to say to my husband that we should be doing this year. Sexy napping. It's also really restful. And I have to say, between our carpool and working and everything, I could use that too. And the second thing I'm going to do is I'm going to write my husband a love letter. That's also another inexpensive idea for Valentine's Day. And I think with all the texting and emailing we all do, and most of my texts to my husband read like this. They're not like, I love you, honey. They're like, I'm stuck in traffic. Can you get the carpool? A love letter is going to go a long way for the next time we're arguing. He's going to be able to pull out that love letter and say, oh, I still really love her. We're arguing now, but she wrote me a love letter. So I think it's a really memorable and sweet gift to give someone particularly in this age of technology. So that's my recession-proof Valentine's Day suggestions.
Do you have any other tips for couples this Valentine's Day?
Well, one thing I think is really important. If you've been with someone for, let's say, more than one night, having a sense of humor, I think, is really essential. Whether you've been married for 16 years or been dating for a week, you have to have a sense of humor or you will never survive. That's one thing I think my husband and I have both learned. Sense of humor is more important than just about anything else, because if you're not laughing, you might be crying, because, relationships are not easy.
And do you have any additional tips or information you'd like to share with us?
Well, the Liquid Plumber Facebook page has some really funny and creative and out-of-the-box solutions to make cleaning more efficient and, surprisingly more romantic. And what can I say? I tried it. It worked, Candy. I'm all for it.
Well, thank you so much, Annabelle. Happy Valentine's Day.
Thank you. Happy napping.
Absolutely. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.
Bye.